Last year you have Park Place winning the US Open in a spectacular, one of the best finals I think I've ever seen, honestly.
Less than a minute to go right here. Ulloa in the red zone. Ilario Ulloa might have just won the US Open right there with that goal. We still have enough time though for one more goal.
And when the game was going on, I was saying, it's not over yet. You know, there's still 30 seconds left. Watch out for Adolfo. What does he do? He wins the throw-in, goes straight to the goal, and then out of nowhere, here comes Ulloa and lands the most perfect hook on Adolfo. Totally clean, right? And saves the day. And it was like, there again, got goosebumps again thinking about it. It was so amazing. But that didn't happen this year because they didn't get that close. They just weren't able to get past the other really good teams this year. There was a lot of good teams, and so, yeah, they went out in the quarterfinals.
Everybody expected Park Place, the defending champions, to be at least in the semifinals. But as fate would have it, games came out the way they did. They didn't make it. However, going into the Open itself, you knew who the top teams would be, and of course they proved themselves, La Dolfina and Valiente.
The expectation is always high, it's always there, and that is our goal, you know, to be in final and to be winning tournaments. We work for that.
The goal always was like win everything they touch, you know. They play every game like it's a final.
Valiente organization, their dominance really has to do with horse flesh.
Horses are everything about polo, and that's probably the first love of every player is the horses. Players, spectators, everybody that's involved with it, we all love the horses. Lots of guys have really top horses, right? There's plenty of them out there. But Adolfo and La Dolfina in particular with Valiente, they have the depth of horses, and that's really what's so difficult to compete with, is because they get off of one good one and they get on another good one.
La Dolfina and Valiente, I think they have the best horses right now. I think that's what makes you be in 3 finals in a row and always try to be the best. And Adolfo transmits that feeling to everyone.
Adolfo Cambiaso and Bob Jornavis, they're partners. Bob told me I think they own 3,000 head of horses together. And so they have the numbers, but they have the depth, they have the bloodlines that have made some of the most outstanding horses we've ever seen on the polo field, you know? So it's really fascinating. They're so deep on horses. They've changed the game. They've changed the entire game. During the season, 4-month season, it's a long season, so it's very difficult, and it's an art form really, not so much a science, but an art form to be able to get those horses to peak at the right time throughout the season, you know? Everything that they've done, Adolfo has revolutionized the game in so many ways, especially when it comes to the horses. As far as I know, is the first guy to really employ swimming as not just as rehab, but as conditioning for the horses.
Today we swim the horses in the morning, 2 days before the finals. Some of them, maybe they've been playing too much, or some of them, maybe they have a old injury or something like that, and for them, the less you put the saddle on, it's better for them to rest, you know?
We have the beauty of rotate some of the horses. If some horse we feel like they need a week off or something, we can skip that horse. At the same time, we have a equal quality of horse to replace that horse, and I think that is key to count with that horse for few seasons, you know.
As a pilot, when I ride a horse, I have to be connected with the horse to feel the horse and tell what I feel I have to tell Poroto, I have to tell the vet, and he see what's gonna happen or what's happening with the horse, you know?
So getting a horse to a peak and keeping him there is a different art today than it was before. The real help is that you're not using these horses to the limit all the time.
And I think that's a big part of the success of Valiente and La Dolfina is all that conditioning that they can do with the horses.
Final, bro. Last battle, bro.
We never imagined that we are gonna play 3 finals in a row, both Team La Dolfina against Valiente, but now it's like a dream for everyone here.
Imagine the 2 teams from the same organization to reach the 3 final of the Gauntlet of Polo. I don't think that ever happened before.
It's a good pressure that you feel here, that because everyone, when you go to the field, the grooms want to win, everyone's screaming.
Viene.
It's like you feel like you're playing the game. We already won being in the final together, but I think Poroto and Panelo and Rufino and Alejandro, they are playing at a great level.
Hay que laburarla, tenemos que tener nosotros, si no, podemos jugar bien y el último cháquer es timba. Vamos a laburarla, Rufo, ¿eh?
Sí, tengo que venir yo.
Dale, dale, que hoy tenés, vos sos vos, ¿eh? Un animal. Che, igual, te estoy pidiendo una de más. Pero, te lo dije antes, hay un saque donde se timbeen conmigo ahora. Es para hacerlo ahora.
I have to say, the Valiente team played fantastic throughout the tournament. But on the finals, on that day, Tommy and Poroto were so quick. And then Rufino doing that work, holding those guys up for just half a second is all it took, you know, in order for them to make those incredible connections. The goal that Rufino scored on the end of the field, on the south end of the field, the scoreboard end, that's the one, in my opinion, took the wind out of Valiente's sails. And that was like when I knew the game was won.
Muchacho.
Sí, para que te ganaron, boludo. Oh, cuánto lo soñamos.
Joy, happiness. I mean, I'm still emotional. Beating the best in the world it makes a difference. It's great for me for so many years of breeding to have an impact on a game like this, and to be fighting against the best horses in the season in America, in the US Open, is fantastic.
I couldn't have asked for more. Definitely the best feeling ever.
No, it's impossible to describe the feeling. I'm really happy for both teams. I think they play an amazing game for everyone. The horses did amazing. The people, the grooms, everyone play an amazing tournament too.